Holy fucking shit! No wonder why they call this Justice League dark. This movie was fucking dark, ghouls and gals. Jesus fucking Christ! It's me, Ryan.T here, and today we're going to be reviewing Justice League Dark Apokolips War. Alright, ghouls and gals, like all my new movie reviews, I'm going to keep it short, sweet, simple, and to the motherfucking point. Alright, let's get it started. Before I start this review, I just want to say, holy fuck, I miss doing this. It's been a month since I've recorded a video for my YouTube channel, and I really miss reviewing movies, ghouls and gals, and you know, I haven't been on vacation or anything like that. I've been trying to build an audience over on Twitch. I've been doing a live stream every Friday, Friday Night Horror Theater, with what the weekly horror movie review that I used to do here every week. I'm now doing it on Twitch, and it's a live stream review, and we can actually watch the movie in real time, and we can comment and stuff like that. So it's a lot more, you know, more interactive, and it's a lot better to me, in my opinion, than doing a regular horror movie, Friday Night Horror Movie Theater. The way that I was doing it before. This is the way that I've kind of envisioned it, the way that I wanted to do it. But I always knew that if the way that I wanted to do it wouldn't fly here on YouTube. So yeah, I went to Twitch, and now I'm doing it on Twitch, and my name is right here, so make sure you go and follow me on Twitch. And alright, let's get it started. Justice League Dark Apokolips War is the 38th film in the DCAMU, the DCA, what is it? What does the acronym stand for? The DC Animated Movie Universe. Yes, there you go. That's what that big ass acronym stands for. Yes, it's the 38th film in the series, and it's the final film in the series. It ties up a long plot that they've had going ever since Flashpoint Paradox, a movie they did way back. I want to say that movie was like in 2013 or something like that. So yeah, this has been going since Flashpoint Paradox all the way till now, and it's been a total of, I want to say, like 13 films. I may be wrong about that, so I'll put the right number of films right here. But yeah, it's been a big number of films, and this movie is essentially the DC Animated Universe's Marvel's Avengers Infinity War / Endgame. Like, this is their end-all be-all movie. They have all their characters from all the previous films make cameos, and it's just like, you know, an end-all battle with their big bad, their Thanos type villain, Darkseid. And I have to say, I mean, this film is probably one of the best DC movies, animated or live action, to come out in the past, I want to say, like, I don't know, like 3 years. Yeah, like, it's really fucking good. I mean, they did a lot of interesting things with this film, and they did a lot of things that I'll call borrowing from the Marvel Universe. They essentially did one of these where they were like sitting down taking a test, and Marvel was sitting next to them, and they were kind of like, "Psst, hey yo, Marvel," and Marvel's like, "What, DC? What?" And they're like, "Hey, can we like copy off you a little bit?" "I guess, dude. I mean, it's our final test or whatever, right? Just make it look a little bit different. Don't copy me word for word." Got it. Except they kind of did more or less copy them word for word. And the thing that I'm talking about is the characters in this film. Every character, every main character in this film kind of resembles character in the Marvel Universe. For example, we have Superman, a depowered Superman, walking around looking like this. You're not going to tell me that doesn't look like Tony Stark. Superman is giving off some pretty thick Tony Stark vibes right there. And at one point, he even dons an Iron Man-like suit. And we have Raven, who is basically Nebula in this film. And then we have Damian Wayne, aka Robin, who is basically Ronin, aka Hawkeye in this film. And then we have Etrigan, the demon, who is pretty much the best part of this fucking movie. I love him in this movie. He is your Fat Thor. And then we have Constantine, who is your fucking Star-Lord. And we have, we have Lois Lane, who is your Black Widow character. I will say though, I do like Lois Lane's character tweak. They took her from like a sassy like journalist who's like headstrong and not necessarily a damsel in distress, but she's a fucking damsel in distress. Her main thing is she gets saved by Superman. In this movie, she kicks a lot of fucking ass. She learns how to fucking fight really badass, like Black Widow style, and she beats the shit out of other people. And let's face it, this time around, she's no fucking damsel in distress. So I do like some of the minor changes they did, but it's really, really fucking apparent that they copied a Marvel, especially in the character department. And also the Suicide Squad in this movie, that it features Harley Quinn, Black Manta, King Shark, Captain Boomerang, and Cheetah, who doesn't really get to say a whole lot in this movie. Kind of like fucking Mantis in the fucking Avengers movie. She doesn't get to say shit in those movies. Yeah, they're also pretty much mimicking their Marvel counterparts. The Suicide Squad is basically Guardians of the Galaxy in this movie. Harley Quinn is, again, Peter Quill. King Shark is basically Groot. King Shark does this throughout the fucking, throughout the movie.
King Shark is a shark. King Shark is a shark.
You can't tell me that that's not copying fucking Groot. Like, come on, guys. Yeah, so they do a lot of copying of the Marvel Universe, but they do some of their own stuff, and it is interesting stuff. Like, for example, they have Darkseid's evil Justice League, which is really cool. I mean, instead of killing the Justice League, Darkseid kind of takes them over, and he more or less makes them his minions, and it's really cool. It's really cool, and it serves the plot. It serves the plot really well, because this film is it's a redemption story in the sense that it's Superman trying to redeem himself from basically failing to protect the people around him. And yeah, it's pretty fucking it's pretty interesting. I don't want to really give away the beginning part of the film, because that is really intricate to the plot, and I also don't want to give away the ending, which I'm going to say right now is pretty predictable. That's one of the weak points of this film. It's fairly predictable. This film is fairly predictable. There's a scene in particular, the scene that I'm going to show right now. I'm not going to do the audio or anything like that because I don't want to spoil it for you. But in this scene right here, this scene essentially tells you how the film's going to end and basically who they're going to use to defeat Darkseid. Because let's face it, the good guys have to win. They're not going to stay down for the entire movie. It may be bad for them at points in the film, but they're going to win. So yeah, that scene that I just showed you, they basically tell you how the film's going to end more or less. And if you're a DC fan and you've been watching these movies, you're just like, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. But yeah, even though the film's predictable, it is entertaining as fucking hell. I mean, it takes a little while for this film to get going, but once it gets going, it lives up to the name Apokolips War. There's some super fucking amazing action sequences in this film. They took that part fucking seriously. They told these people that this was going to be the last film in the series, which it's not, but whatever. But they treated it like it was, and the action in this film, it is top notch. There are some serious stakes in this action, and it's fucking dark. It's some dark, gritty fucking action that they could only get away with in an animated film that is also rated R, because there is some blood and gore in this film, and some people die in this film too. But yeah, I have to praise this film for just the scale alone, for them having an idea and them basically, again, wanting to mimic the Marvel Universe but on a smaller scale. And it just makes me think that if these films, I mean, if the live action films would have followed these films, who knows how popular the fucking DC movies would have been right now. I mean, the DC animated movies are fairly popular among, you know, among certain circles. I mean, they're quality fucking films that everybody seems to enjoy every time they come out. So it would have been really cool to see Warner Brothers / DC follow this path, but unfortunately, we got what we got, and yeah. But yeah, Justice League Dark Apokolips War is a really well put together film. It's a worthy end, and it does justice to the ending of this ending. I keep saying ending, but we all know it's not the fucking ending. They're not gonna stop making these films. I mean, they already have plans to continue making these films, but in a different way. I kind of feel like they're gonna go into the like rebirth kind of era in the comics. You know, they already did like their new DC or whatever, so I feel like they're gonna kind of go into what they're gonna do now. So yeah, in summary, Justice League Dark Apokolips War is one of the best DC movies, period. I will put it up there with any DC movie. It's a movie that I suggest you see if you love superheroes, if you love comic book movies, if you're a fan of DC. I highly suggest this film for you. And I'm going to go ahead and give this film a 9 out of 10. And I'm going to suggest you go out. Oh, wait. Don't fucking go out. Stay home. The coronavirus is still a fucking real thing. I'm going to suggest a new thing. I'm going to suggest that you go to your living room. Well, first go to your fridge, get a beer, go to your living room, and download this bad boy. And rent it on Amazon Prime, because it is worth your money. I'm Ryan T, and I'll see you in the next one.